live. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for joining us to my old backroom team. The boys are back together here. They're coming in. They're going to be joining me in this iteration of Man City that we've got going on here. And hopefully they're going to be getting back-to-back promotions with myself. That's my aim. So that is what I am looking for. So we're going to confirm these in a second once we can see that we're all set up and live. Looks like we are. So let me just turn my headphones down now that I'm sorted. Got a message already in the chat waiting for us, which is nice to see. So thank you, Chris. Love the vids, Kev. Appreciate that comment. Nice to finally see a City video. We will be getting to a full City playthrough at some stage. They've just not been drawn yet. So yeah, there will be that. I used to be mates at school with Kahaba's son. Even went to his house and met him a few times. Really great guy. I do always like to hear that. Someone told us that they were. I can't remember if it was Dean Keats they were neighbours with or his dad. But also similarly said he was a really nice guy. Right, so let's get these started, or let's get the stream started with the confirmation. Here is Alan England. So he's coming in. We've got Dean. Dean's coming in. I'm trying to... Here we go. Andy Fowler as well. Andy Fowler's unemployed. So he's coming in to be our goalkeeper coach, effectively. So let's get Andy in. Here is Richard. Can't remember what role we gave him. Good morning to you, Stu. Hope you had a good weekend. So we're starting. We're going to wait for a bit more news, but then we will go in and we'll start to give these guys some roles and some stuff to do. So Man City have appointed Hereford's Alan England. Hereford, I'm going to put this in here now before I forget. Not only are they doing pretty well, so look, they're 12th in the league at the minute. So they've started to climb up. 2-2 draw out the Autoglass South. 0-0 there. Good, credible result versus West Ham, you would say there. But if you have a look at some of the players now, they've moved to 4-4-2 short. So that does feel like a dagger in the heart. But Stafford Brown, who we signed for them, 9 goals, 11 appearances. Kevin Henderson, who we didn't sign. He's been playing up top. So they have dropped some of our boys. They've got Paul there. Nick seems like he's really rebounded. He's got 3 goals, 1 assist. They're playing him on the left. Armstrong, who we just signed as we were leaving, 7 goals from attacking midfield, 4 assists. Kev, no cup distraction now. Only ways up. Nice to see you, Jazz. Hopefully, if you've had any racing this weekend, it's gone well. Right, so those guys are in. Here we are. Here's my assistant manager. My team is fully complemented now. And we've got a little bit of transfer news still happening. We're going to play a few more games. My plan is to be here to about 12:15, unless I get interrupted by a child. We do potentially have the news on Clint Marcel once his work permit is due. Alan Davies is in. Mateo is back. That's good news from us. He was a big signing. Look, coming into this, 1.6 million. He has played a lot. Right, Samuel, we were keeping an eye on. If you were here for the Ipswich playthrough, this guy got electric. But we're not going to be able to tell. I tried to offer him a contract. He wanted like 9,000 just before we came on air. Right. Let's get Mark off. We do need to start trimming down our watch list of players we either don't want and we don't stand a chance on. Looking forward to tonight's episode to see which players you're bringing in for the next season at Palace. I'm not going to say any more than this. There is a huge signing. There's a huge signing on tonight's episode. It's not Zlatan. I would not call that Hughes. I would say that would be everyone's first guess, and that would be unbelievably predictable of me. But there is a signing that when you see them, I think you'll do Home Alone face. That's all I'm saying. Typical City buying the league. We've not bought it yet. Do you have a Nelka? No, we don't. We don't. So this is Division 2 / League 1 modern currency Man City. Here's our squad. We've got the Bull and the Goat. So Sean Gota, unhappy. Steve Bull, who we just brought in at the end of last episode. We've only had 2 games in charge as Man City. No, yeah, 3 games. We lost to Portsmouth in our debut, and then we won 3-0 and 4-0. And we've got Luton coming up next, who are in 19th, then Bristol, who are in 12th. So we're gonna try and get through as many league games as possible whilst building this team. We need to really get on a winning streak straight away and get them back in to these playoff contention. Now, someone did ask me this. What did they do last season? Last season, they were 8th. 75 points. So 75 points, they didn't even make the playoffs. So there's a good measuring stick. Different league season, but right, Tony Vaughan's back. Let's have a look at Tony. Tony might get used. Burn's going on the transfer list. Jason Ewell's agreed to with Nottingham Forest. That's frustrating. I was hoping that I was going to get Ewell in for next season, hopefully for being in the higher division. Morning, Kev. Have you changed club yet in this stream? No, because we've only been going 5 minutes, so I've not had the chance yet. 6 minutes, potentially. There's still time, Steve. There's still time, Steve. Have you signed R9 to go alongside Danielson? Could Totti be the big signing? I will not be answering any questions on Crystal Palace, so I was just putting that little spoiler out there. Gillingham made an offer for 1,000 for David Bass. I don't mind David Bass. Don't think he's going to do much for us, though. Right, well, you're not getting Paul Williams for 450k, are you? He's like one of our best players. And we paid 87k for him at the start of this season. Right. £1 million, 1.1. Can I get to it? Right, 950. I don't want 6 months, plus 10%. Because he's been doing good. Hello, Daily also. He likes fishing on the weekends, David Bass. Oh, terrible. This might be the first time I have to ban anyone, Jazz. I'm desperately trying to think of a Sega Bass Dreamcast reference, though, but I can't get it in my head. Whoa, Rude Hullet. Talking of manager changes, that could be a big one. Not doing well, Newcastle, from the looks of that. Right, we were about. I think there must be international games on, because we've got no game. Well, we had come from the start of the stream. We had no game for 11 days. Then we got this tie versus Luton. I'm just going to have to move my other mouse. Here we go. Right, Tony Vaughan's back. Wimbledon do not want to follow up. They were interested. Let's check that Paul's not. And yeah, Paul's fine. Oh, Steve Bull. Right. No, he's not. Let's have a look at Craig. Craig Russell's not. When's he back? 3 weeks. Lee Newton. Right, 11 months. I'd not spotted that. Right, let's get him in the reserves. He'll need some rehabilitation when he comes back. We're going to get Dickov in then, I think, for Bull. It's Dickov's first appearance here on the channel. Lily is going to miss out for the time being. It's a bit unlucky for him, but it is what it is. Williams. Right, what are we going to try? We're still desperately after a defensive midfielder. Let's have a look at Pearce. I think we're going to leave Pearce at left back. Is there a chance you'll get the job in Newcastle? No, not today. I really want to commit. It's like only the second season and we're already on our 4th team. So I do feel like I need to cool it a bit. Ray McKinnon. I don't want you, Ray. So you're happy to. I'm happy for you to leave. Woodcock can stay. Look at that. Masio to take the Newcastle job before the end of the live stream. Now imagine your preface of saying, Mr. Mason, we'll only answer questions about the Man City save. It's like, potentially. They'd be like, what's he talking about? Those Hereford lads, let me just turn this down as well. Those Hereford lads that come in, they'll already be on Rightmove looking at jobs in Newcastle. Right, Luton Town, 4-4-2 push direct. They've got Big Kelvin, friend of the channel, in goal. Well, they've got Gez Murphy. What did they pay for him? 45k. Not quite happening for him at the minute, is it? We're still on direct offside trap for now. We're going to get straight into it. There's the Man City bus. It's good to see it back. We're on the right speed. Wednesday, 22nd of January, and we need to have an incredible end to January and a truly great February. Now, I've done the old classic, put all my stuff away so I can't check my own sound levels. Just scream in the chat if it's too loud, but I'll give this a chance. Not sure Rightmove existed. Okay, they'll get a family member to send down a newspaper. That sounds okay to me. Come on, Payday Wone. He's not really done much since we come in. He's the last candidate, I feel, for true supremacy of the second division. Oh, Solved with the drive. Big Kelvin with the save. I can't even remember what save we owned Kelvin Davies on. I'm not sure if it was Ipswich, was it? Or was it Sheffield United? Payday Wone knew that he was in trouble. I was about to refer to him as the Welshman, but it very clearly says English. I'm like, in my head, I'm sure he had a cap for Wales. I always say this, it all seems so important at the time, then you try and think about it a few years later, and it's like completely mislabeling people's nationalities. Oh, Andy Booth, his first goal of our reign as Man City manager, and it is raining a different kind of rain in Manchester to normal. It is goals. Booth with the half volley. Davies has been troubled now. Solved looks like a great signing. We've got Dickoff back. We've potentially still got Clint Marcel coming in. And it is Man City 2, Luton 0, 31 minutes in. This can hopefully be it. We can get on a big winning streak here. Like we did with Hereford, that propelled us up into the commanding seat of the conference. It's probably a bit soon to be looking up here, but we need to start running down Burnley and Blackpool minimum and get back in this. Sound level's fine, by the way. Thank you for that. I think why does it not say league table and says second division? I don't know, to be honest. Maybe this one has a glitch in terms of this league. How about Mark Kerr as a midfielder? I don't know if Mark Kerr's on this one, is he? I think we checked before. In my opinion, your scout should focus on Scandinavia. There are cheap yet quality players there. Yeah, once we get to the end of this game, we're going to get those scouts out. Should just buy a house over there for one of our scouts to permanently live in. This has been a good half, though. We've not only negated Luton, we've dominated, added 2 goals. It's -1 degrees sleet here. 16,000 in the crowd. Everyone's doing well, apart from Gary Boland, who's out of position. Don't have anything I can really do with that, though, do I? I think last time, did we push Larry into defence? I think we might do that again. Let's put Williams in for Gary, and then Larry in for Gary. I felt a bit like I was on CBeebies there. I don't know why in my head I've got Taribo West as a free transfer in this game. I haven't played it for 3 years, man, so it could be wrong. It's that you're thinking 2 years away. 0102 is Taribo West. You could pretty much sign him as anyone. So Taribo West and Damian Akachi, both free agents on that. You could sign them, have a good couple of years from them, and then get like 5 million for each of them. Nigeria. Everyone knew it was coming. Yeah, Mark Carr is a legendary midfielder from the Championship Manager series, most famously in Championship Manager 0102, which is part of the broader CM3 era. He was cheap and heavily... I can't see the rest of that. What does he do now, Mark Carr? Does anyone know? Well, like, what's he about? Can you, I always imagine what it'd be like to be him or like Churn or Samba. And I'm not saying that they were bad players, because they obviously made it into youth academies and like little bits of professional football. But imagine saying to your family members or like friends' kids, used to be the best player on the old Football Manager me, and be like, oh, well, are you good in real life? Like, not really. Right, I want to get the big goat on. I was so looking forward to the goat and bull forward line, just for the puns. And it's not happened. Right, we're going to get Palmer on. No, we're going to leave Solved on. Solved needs the match fitness. If you have an issue with the defensive midfield position, play the free centre-backs using attacking full-backs, pretty much solved. Yeah, that's kind of what we've done, Ipswich and Palace, isn't it? To cover that. I would like... A dream signing in my head would be Mark Vivian Foe. Getting back at the main. Little bit of race driver hands. Solved, 3 goals from 2 appearances. Not bad for a free signing. He was just there to get the project immediately started. Oh, 4 goals, 2 games. If only we'd got hit that guy in Division 2, we might still have been there. What a win. Already moving up on the verges of those teams I said we needed to run down. This is happening. I don't want to get ahead of myself, but this is happening. Bristol next. How have we done versus them in the past? Not fantastic. Mark Kerr was the assistant at Kelly Hearts last year, but he left after 3 months. Who are Kelly Hearts? They were one of the Highland teams. Oh, Kelty. I know Kelty. Right, I'm just going to pour myself a sip of tea. I'm going to put my mic on mute a second, though. Don't want to trigger anyone's misophonia. Oh yeah, did not sleep well last night. We had the water off yesterday when we woke up. It was boiling hot throughout the day. Right. Cafu, I'm like, is he on our list or is it just a big signing? The reserves have also had a win. I am interested in keep having a little check of these reserves just to see what we've got here. I'll do David Brown. Right, David Brown, is he for sale? No, I don't want David Brown. David Brown can go on there as well. Here we go. Clint Marcel's coming in. Don't know where you're going to play now, Clint, because we've kind of solved attacking midfield for the time being, but it is nice to have the options. I didn't see what that said. Have we got no squad space? Are we already going to have a firing? I've delayed it. Where's Jed going? Right. I don't think I can fire him now because he's got a... Sorry, Andrew. It's nothing personal. Is there anyone else down here we can get rid of while we're here? Let's get rid of Leon, I think. He might cost too much. Oh, no, 10k. I'll take that. Right, we've freed up 2 spots. Another game straight away, so let's have a check of this. Let's get back on our correct position. Had a little panic there that I'd not put my mic back on. Right, I'm thinking Williams is going to go into midfield. Where is he? There's Williams. So, Mateo, Williams, and then Boland to the bench. Just for his versatility, really. Wants clarification on his future. You are... No, your squad rotation. Right, any problems here? I'm thinking we're going to take Andy out. Just because 91 is a bit lower than I would like it to be. I'm fairly happy with that. Are we going to put... Let's put Paul and let's switch Paul and Derek around. Right, Bristol Rovers, 2nd division. That's all I can see now. Where are they? They're quite close to us on points. They're having a very similar season. You would say that we'd been underperforming, though, for the squad. And the advantages that Man City should have at this level. The fact that we can offer people like 6,000. Look at that guy. What a signing. It's not particularly got any real standout features. It's just like the determination, adaptability, strength, stamina. He's going to be back in the Norway squad at this rate. Oh, Derek Lilly nearly got his opening goal. How much is Derek? 1.2 million. So there's probably little chance of us bringing him in unless he does exceptional. Dickoff with the fierce shot. It's been held by Bowling. Was Leon Mike related to the Merlin 93-94 sticker book Rising Star 80 Mike? Do you know what? I'm not sure. I can't say I'm familiar with 80 Mike at the minute. I'm like pre-Pep. Pep was probably sat at home watching this, trying to get ideas for his next job. Real life, not Championship manager. Have you ever had an extreme case of a player whose ratings weren't great, but was somehow amazing within the game engine? I have had a couple of regens like that, yeah, for sure. Oh, Ian Wone. Right, Gary's going to come on there. Look at this lad go. Look at this lad go. Clint Marcel might as well not unpack, because he's not gonna be getting in the team at this rate. He's dropping down a league hoping to get more football, and he's coming in to try and take the place of a guy who's absolutely electric. I can't think of this ever really happening. We had Lee Morris. Exactly the same formation, but we didn't have these guys pushed out, did we? And he had that season in the Championship for us, in the Sheffield United playthrough, where he was absolutely dominant from that position. And this seems to be another variant of that. Right, I'm going to leave Paul on. Going to give them another 15. He is what the kids call a clutch signing, yeah. Clutch Solved. Tonton Solomon Makuka doesn't start with great stats on CM12, but he's always brilliant. I'd say Watkins. Dale Watkins is a bit like that, isn't he? He's got those 20s, but then the rest of his game is pretty low. But yeah, you can get some absolute brilliant performances from him. This guy would totally solve our defensive midfield problems. I'm like, hey, Alan Davis, take this note over to their manager. Tell them we'll give them 600,000 for Shorey. 20,000 here. It's time to build something. Not the City of Manchester Stadium, neither. Right, we're not gonna get Larry on. We're gonna get. Let's get Sean on for Derek. Paul's playing another good game, but he's not scored again. He needs to get scoring if he wants to stay in this team. I'll just go with 2 attacking midfielders. If we get Clint Marcel playing the way that we've got Solved playing, we'll just play 2 players behind a striker. I was considering as well that this stream, I was going to put on a different formation, but like ready for when we needed it. But at the minute, is that John Aldridge? Oh, it's Martin. At the minute, we don't really need to be thinking about that. I miss Main Road, such an iconic ground. Yeah, I sadly never got to it. I was outside it once. Daniel Nardiello on 0102 starts out pretty average, but scores for fun. Bristol Rovers always worth rating on CM3. Chalice is excellent as well. Gone on the wrong thing. There's Trev. Trev is good, isn't he? What's his positioning? Positioning is 15. I'd like them to get relegated now, so I can get him for 90k. Let's keep an eye on him. We've climbed another spot, though. Here we go. Already on the verge of the fabled dotted line. We've still got 5.25 million. Right, let's get these scouts going. Right, Jim's not assigned. Let's get him Scandinavia. Hang on, let's check his ratings first. Right, no, Jim's going to stay in the UK. UK and Ireland. Right, you can find me interested expiring players, please. Let's have a look at Nicky. Right, Dean's me Scandinavian boy. Or Deanie. Scandinavia. Alan England. Are any of these interested that he's brought with him? Sebastian Barnes. Sebastian Barnes. Don't think we'd get a work permit for him, though, would we? You've got my attention, though. Where did you get these guys from? Right. Let's get him assigned. Let's get him, tell you what, let's get him specifically in Sweden. In reality, there was a time when City played with two playmakers, Berkovic and Benarabia, and they broke records in the championship. We're going to send this guy to Spain. Yeah, let's go Central Europe for Charles. Let's get Jeff to... Tell you what, let's send Jeff specifically to Scotland. And we're good there. Right, let's get on training. Let's get Derek training. I've missed him again. Where are the coaches? I've gone... There we are. I've only played roughly 17,000 hours of, of Championship Manager 3 and just completely forgot the screen I was looking for. Right, I don't want you near the goalkeepers. What's his tactic? It's 14. So that's the Hartford. He's not fantastic, is he? He can stay on fitness. Let's get him off skills. Richard. Also don't want you near my goalkeepers. Willie. No goalkeepers for you. Right, there we go. There's Fowler. Nothing but skills and goalkeepers for you. Tell you what, let's get him on tactics, actually. Richard, you can also go near the goalies. And Alan, you basically do what you want, mate. Everything but tactics for you. Would like... I'll leave him on 4. I need to get Richard... Let's get Richards off fitness. So he's doing those 4. I'm happy with that for the time being. So we'll come back and we'll check that in a few weeks and see if we've hopefully started to get some progress. Because we've not been doing great there. Right, what's our facilities? Why can't I see these? Oh, finances, nope. Status. Again, what is wrong with me? Where is it? Where does it give you the facilities rating? Someone's going to have to tell me where that is. It might be that it's there and I've just gone blank and I now can't see it. Played under Keegan. They had a great team. Right, Burnley have stacked Stan. Who's David Brown? Oh, yeah, he's one of the guys that I'm trying to shift out. Right, that's good. Because that's going to free up some space for me. I'm always confused. That's kind of like what we were talking about. You've got 2 players there who we don't particularly rate that teams are willing to offer 170k for. Right, Steve is back. And we got some more transfers coming in here. There's Chris. We were looking for Chris to come in for us next year. Where are Bolton? 6th in Division 1. Like I say, we played Bolton, didn't we? In our short spell as Huddersfield manager. Right, Man City's Trond Egil Solved has won the 2nd Division Player of the Month award for January. I am not surprised. Now, look at this. 3 appearances, 7 goals, and assists, 2 man of the matches, 9.67 rating. 9.76 rating. That is insane. I've never seen anything like that. Derek's doing well as well. That was a good signing for whoever brought this guy in. I feel like we need to get Derek a new contract. I've just seen he's got 325k. What's he on at the minute? Yeah, that's not even a pay rise, Derek. This is going up. 2.9. Right, scouts starting to arrive where they're needed. Championship Manager 3 dedicated training youth facility ratings do not exist. I was convinced that you could have, they still had the rating of adequate. I think I'm confusing it with the fact that we've been moving David's off. Let's check what he's worth now. 1.3 million. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I think I've got confused with the fact that I've moved from 99, which I see is now no longer over my shoulder, because I've bought the Italian 95 big box there. 95. Right, can we keep this going? We're gonna make a few changes here, I think. Ian Wone needs to come out. Let's get Palmer there. I think we're gonna get Burke in for Solved. We're gonna give Solved some rest. Shrewsbury are in the league below. We are away, but we're gonna get Gota starting for Paul. Paul's not scored since he's been back. McKinnon. Might get McKinnon in. Yeah, I'm gonna keep me man in. I'd like to change up this back line though. So Pierce is gonna come out for Vaughan. Neil. Are we gonna get Neil in? No. Right, so we're going pretty strong still. The Gay Meadow, great image this. Look at this. I feel like you don't get pictures like that with that little worn out bit anymore. I've been playing 97, 97. It's weird not having to leave trading to sort out or staff to employ. I have to go and do boring meetings now. No problem. Sorry to hear about your meetings, Jazz. Thanks for dropping by. Did I see Steven Gerrard for Shrewsbury? You did. On loan from Liverpool. Naturally. Right, no disrespect to Shrewsbury, but if we go 2 goals up, and then, as I'm saying that, Stuart Young's nearly scored, so let's have a check of Stuart. If we go 2 goals up, we're going to get this on to very fast, so we can get back to the league. There's the first. That is Burke. First ever goal for Man City. We brought him in. Where have they grabbed him from? Staley Bridge. So he could be a high potential player. Another ground I've never been to, Shrewsbury. I'm not sure what we're going with there. Derek Lee, this has got to be it for you, dude. It is a dry -1 degrees. Paul Williams currently in his midfield role. Geary with a shot. Hopefully he's going to celebrate his new contract with a goal. We're doing pretty well here. Crashing drive, I feel like we're on top of them now. We're all over them. Right, Williams is being carded, so I'll probably switch him off at half-time. Just to protect the 11 men. Burke with another shot. Burke's having a good game here from midfield. We get 2-0 up as well. Might take one of those starting centre-backs off as well. Weaver, though, he's had work to do. He is on an 8, so that shows that he's getting worked. Terrible effort by Young. Now, the one game that we did lose I missed who scored. It's Burke again. The one game that we did lose was away from home, and we've not done as well in this game. So it might be that we need a little away tweaking formation. Maybe that's where we'll go to the back three. Right, Berkey, yeah, Berkey's having a great game. After half, I'm going to make some changes. I'm going to get this on very fast. I'm going to do it now so I don't forget. Right, Derek Lilly, we're going to leave him on. We're going to get Gary on for Paul. That's the first thing we're going to do. Let's get Larry on for Stephen Wright. 2 changes there. We'll get Paul Dickoff on if we need him. Burke with a hat-trick. It's just whoever we put in attacking midfield, apparently. What a guy. Oh, Derek Lilly's hit the post. Right, I want to get Paul on for Sean. Trying to get him scoring again. Oh, Lee Steele scores. A solid start to the stream, this, I feel like. And we're through. I was like, just checking if Hereford was still in this or not. Right, what have we got there? I'm going to Murrayfield for the first time on Wednesday to see Everton versus Newcastle. Oh, I didn't even know that was on there. Can't Gerrard solve the defensive midfield problem for you, even though technically he isn't a defensive midfielder in this game? One of my old workmates was a Wolves fan. They were on the cusp of relegation to League One, and he said, we'll be playing at Greenhouse Meadow next season. Yeah, that was a funny season, that. I mean, I'm trying to think where it was. He didn't play many games in it, but I think it might have been Bradford away. They brought on Jamie O'Hara, who must have still been on like 25,000 a week. They brought him on as a sub. Right, freeze out for 3 months. The Man City directors are encouraged at the start you have made. Thank you. Alvin Martin sacked. Pearson's been appointed. Right, how far are we out of the next game? Right, we're 3 days away from Reading. This is a test. Not only is it a top team, but we are away. Let's have a look at these home and away splits. So home, we're starting to get back in there. We're not doing too bad away, I suppose, prior to us arriving. Oh, that's annoying. I'm gonna offer him it again. Tell you what, let's get goals assist on. Goals and assists on. Let's get it to 1.2. So at least if he does play well and leaves, we'll get more money for him. Right, final. We will play Oldham. Old Premier League tie. I thought that was Keegan, but it's Keelan. Right, close to 1 million now. Can't remember what we offered last time. He'd have struggled at Bradford, Kev. Nice to see you on the live stream, Kev. Here, other than his initial loan, I feel like he struggled everywhere, Jamie O'Hara. I'm one of the people, I'm not mad at footballers, the way that some Wolves fans can be. Steve Bull is back. Right, let's have a look at this. I think we're going for that. He's unlikely to get the international appearances. We've got so much money. I think Jamie Shaw would be a finishing piece. This is for Steve. I feel like Steve suggested these guys on every Championship Manager series we've had, and we're hopefully about to land one. Lewis Neal, not needed. Right, Clint's hopefully now coming in. It's not here yet. Need to sort out. It feels harsh that I'm about to drop Burke out the team. But it is what it is. Palmer wouldn't normally start, would he? Where's Palmer? Although, but he is starting because of Wone. I'm like, could we try Burke? Let's try him on the left. Solville to back in his spot. Then I'm gonna go Booth and Ball. I'm thinking that's probably the preferred front two. Yeah. Then we'll go Palmer on the bench, Boland on the bench, Pearce on the bench. I'm gonna keep Vaughan in for the time being. Right, Reading. 4-4-2 diamond, short. They're playing a bit of football. They've got Stewart. Got Ashley Ward. They've got Brett, who was top scorer in the league, wasn't he? So, got a good team. Got our old boy Curtis Woodhouse, friend of the channel. That was a great impression of an American woman. Oh, it's an advert. Oh, sorry, I didn't even know there was adverts or how they work on the live streams. I've never even thought about them. I remember I used to always listen to Jamie O'Hara at 10 PM on TalkSport with Jason Cundy. What was he like on TalkSport? Is he quite level-headed, or is he someone who's trying to incite people? Like, I forget his name, the Peterborough guy. Is it Parry? 10 start this. Majeski's another stadium I've never been to. Easy chance for Burke. We've left him in, and he's repaid us with a goal. First league goal. Hat-trick in the autoglass. Brett Angel's just nearly levelled them up. Swearing sometimes. Who is Cronmere? Cromhere. Elroy Cromhere. I don't remember Elroy. Cool name. David Green has been sent off. This is looking good for us. If we can grab another goal here. Oh, Tish must score, but it's still Reading 0, Man City 1. Over to you, Jeff. And they've equalised. 10 men Reading, showing why they're top. It is O'Connor. It is Richard O'Connor. Brought in from Wimbledon via Kingstonian. And they're back in this. He's still on TalkSport. If Spurs win, they are back. If they lose, Jason Cunty rips into him. Right. Who's struggling? Derek Greery's not having a great game. The new contract has unsettled him. He's got ideas above his station. Gets Young Player of the Month once, and now he's playing a 5. Solved is proving that he is mortal, although he's still our best performing player from the looks of that. That'll be a corner. Solved lifts it over. Burke with a diving header. We are slightly shading it now. Just need one of these strikers now to smash one in for us. Right. Are we going to get... What are we going to do with Geary? Right, tell you what we're going to do. We're going to spin Burke and Geary round, and then we're going to put Palmer on for Geary. So we've got left-sided, right-sided players now. Let's see where their gap is. Defensively. Agbonglahor is terrible for trying to incite people on TalkSport. I didn't even know he was on there. My father-in-law listens to TalkSport, so I do catch it sometimes. Oh, Palmer to Booth. Booth to Ball. Ball to someone else. Scott Howie ended up making a save. I was like, who was that Howie I saw? Surely not Steve. On the face of things, you would have taken a point coming in here, away at top of the league. But with them going down to 10 men so early on, it's a penalty. Who's going to take this? Solved runs up, Solved scores. There was never any doubt when that man is involved. Like, he's only got set pieces of 12, but he's just like, move aside, lads. I'm not having a game where I don't score. That is unheard of. Brett Angel, though, nearly fires them straight back in. Is this a version where George Boateng was beast? We'll have to check. We've got the keyboard plugged in. Let me get it on my lap ready. You might have heard the keys scraping off the desk there. $11,000 here. This is a big game. If we win this, this shows that we are serious about what we're trying to do and where we're trying to go. The Soaring Eagle. Genius. Palmer must now be careful. Right, we've got... Oh, Palmer we only just brought on, though, didn't we? I was going to say we could fire Gary Boland on. We're going to fire Gary on for Varney anyway. And we're 8 minutes away from a massive win. It's gone harmlessly over. They're still getting shots in. Stephen Taylor whips that over. Yeah, fist pumps to the away end. There we go. Top place Reading, or they were top place coming in. We'll see where that leaves them. 1, Man City 2, as we continue. They're all the way down to 3rd. We continue our dominant surge to try and get in the playoffs. Once we're in the playoffs, we've possibly got enough games to think about. Can we fully get back in the yellow line chase? It might be a bit much, but we'll think about it when we get there. Where is this man? Look at this. He's already up to 30th top scorer, the Soaring Eagle. Big result. Yeah, big result. Pleased with that. Right. Clint Marcel's in for 110. We've now spent 5 million. Carber's work permit has been renewed. That's good to see. Derek Greery won't stop rejecting us. So we're going to cool on him for the time being. Right, Jason Tyndall. Seems very topical. Let's have a look at... Yeah, this guy's good, isn't he? A Lithuanian. I don't want to just go storming in with an offer, but he is very intriguing to me. Just because of the lack of spaces. This helps, though. We can get Lewis out and the Lithuanian in. And, like, 80k difference. 90k, because it'll be 200,000, I think, his release, wasn't he? I would do that. I'd consider that an upgrade. I recognise Schürrle. Yeah, Eddie Howe's assistant. Everyone dislikes Tyndall, don't they? I feel like. It's a bit like... I know some of it is just how he looks, but I think some of it is just that he seems to have a spray tan. And people don't like that. Yeah, he did play in Scotland. Okay, Sean, this is upsetting to me because we're going places. But if you must, then you must. Let's have a look at Matt Clark over there at AIK. He's gone via Wednesday, Middlesbrough. Remember, Matt, if it's who I'm thinking of. Right, let's have a look for Boateng. Yeah, George Boateng is pretty special, isn't he? Pretty special. If Cov get relegated, we'll be all over him. I doubt they're going to get relegated because they're 14th. Wolves bottom, though. They could be going down. Wolves Wednesday. Wolves Newcastle Wednesday. Currently cut adrift. Tranmere 21 points there. Wolves have only got 11. Right, Stoke have won. Reading have rebounded with a 4-0 win over Cardiff, who were ahead of them going into that game. Here we go. Jamie Shaw. Let's see what he says to Hot Prospect. Right, he wants 8 grand. Let's see what he says to Squad. Right, he only wants youth terms. We're going to give you this because it's far less money. We're going to get that to 3.9. This is the guy we can't play, isn't it? Which is a shame, because with his jumping and his heading and my long ball system, I would have been playing him. Rick Hogendorp. Sounds a bit like an insult, but... Strength 9. He is left-footed. We don't have a true left-sided striker. He's not terrible. Ricardo. Let's have a look at Ricardo. Right, that's going quite nicely then, them searches. So far, they've found us some good players. I think Skurler has played for Hearts. As a United fan, it's difficult to want to see City doing well. Oops, banged the mic there. Well, but I want this Masio-led City team to have success. Stuart, you got to think of the fact our ultimate goal for this stream is to jump back to Italy. So let's have a look at Serie B. So Perugia, we're out on the outskirts. I'd take the Barre job for sure. What are you doing with my lads? They've sold. Who've they sold? Oh, Cavadas. He's gone to Rail B on a Bosman. I was like, they're missing someone, and they've sold Prosper. What are you doing, lads? One day I'll bring Peter home. Right, Jamie Shaw has agreed terms, 1.3. Let's get that confirmed. Man City have signed Shaw for 925k. We're now up to 6 million. I'm thinking our boy Skurler possibly going to be the final signing. I've lost him now. Be here, will he? Or is he not interested? Oh, no, he is. What's his stamina? Is he better than Steve Wright? I'd say he's close. Steve Wright's dribbling, though, is really good for this level. Right, are we going to get Clint in? I think Clint's at least going to come onto the bench. Let's get Clint onto the bench. Let's leave oh, Shaw's there. Now we've got decisions to make. Shaw's going to come onto the bench as well. Williams is going to stay in there for the time being. Do you know what? I don't know if we need the Lithuanian yet. I think he played for Hearts, Dunfermline and Jagiellona in Poland. Was this a period before Van Nistelrooy burst onto the scene? Because in that case, maybe you could bring him in. And then nice to see Nakata and O'Brien ripping up. I forgot we signed Andy O'Brien. That was such a cursed playthrough. I got so giddy with the fact that there was no work permits that I forgot that there was the foreign limit rule. So we ended up only being able to play 3 or 4 of our guys, didn't we? Oh, he is here. Look. He's decent. He's very decent. Long way off that level. Right, we've got Preston. Worst travel lodge I've ever stayed in was in Preston. How did we do versus them previously? Never lost to them. They're 4th, though. Another big game. Let's see what they're doing. Nice to see Nakata. I read that. So Williams is 1 book away from being banned. Yeah, and then he risks losing his place to Shaw. It's the Bull reunion. It's the Gary Bull, Steve's cousin. Let's see which Bull is going to come out on top. Is that Steve Cherry? No, I guess like it can't be. Surely he'd retire by now. 3.385 for the release fee. I think that was relegation though, wasn't it? Oh, Gary gone 1-0 up on the Bull off. It's his 11th goal of the season. 33-year-old Gary Ball. Oh, and this is not going well. Now Gavin Williams is scoring. And it's all coming undone at the minute. It's all been going so well. We've not even had a shot yet. Burt goes to the byline. Why is Mateo taking corners? Oh, Andy Booth bears down on goal. Andy Booth must score, and he doesn't score. And Preston have gone down the other end, and they've gone 3-0 up. It's been disallowed. We've got Crochet to thank for the fact that we've still got any type of chance in this game. Let's just drop these guys in for a second. It feels like we're being absolutely overpowered. Weaver's just needed to make a save. Andy Booth's just moved through on goal, but a block tackle by someone who stopped him from scoring. But now there it is. I thought it was Burke, but I thought it was Bull, but it is Burke. Burke, he's been deadly since we've started playing him. Booth's blazed one over. It's the ultimate classic Masioball scenario, beating the league leader only to fall apart the very next game. They are fourth, so they are someone that you would consider our rivals, especially if we're aiming for the playoffs. Well, we are aiming for the playoffs. I'm thinking it might be Clint Marcel time. Marcel and Shaw, new signings to save us. Stephen Wright's just tried to chip the goalkeeper who he'd spotted outside. He's like, look, he's got the scouts looking at Lithuanian fullbacks. I need to up my game. There is Wright again. There is the soaring eagle. We're back in the game now. It's a shame that we've had such a poor start. Burke almost got to that corner again, taken by Dominic Mateo. Surely Dominic Mateo should be in the box. Solvit strikes it with fury. Good save. And this is one of those times where you don't want the half to end. Right, Bull's not doing great. We've not got a striker on the bench though. Messed up there. So he's going to stay on. Geary's going to come off. Clint's going to go there. If we need to, Solved can drop back in there because he's got that right-hand side. But I don't want to take him off yet. Williams is playing well, but it's time for Shaw to come on. Right, what is Mateo's set pieces? Set pieces of 15. What is his heading? Potentially should be in the centre, but I'm going to leave him there for the time being. I don't remember Dominic Mateo ever taking a corner or a free kick, though. Right, we'll go about big half here, Man City. Clint Marcel on immediately brought down one of their goal scorers and got yellow carded. He knows how to endear himself to me. Even Solved's not scoring today. Clean through there, had a shot. His shot is saved. It bounces back to Bull. Bull can't score. Burke is there trying to save us. It's a superb save from Lansky, who's moved up to an 8 rating. Come on, Man City. We've still got the players tucked in. I am thinking we're going to do something. We're going to, there, tell you what, let's push Solved up. Let's push Clint and these guys here. So with the ball, we've got basically a front 5. I'm going to try and rescue a point here. If we rescue a point, we will go back to the standard system. But for the time being, well, this is what we're going with. We can't change the front 2. And it looks like we could be on. Oh, Flying Eagle. Screaming Eagle. I can't remember what his nickname was now. It's gone. He nearly had a debut. Shaw from defensive midfield nearly had a debut goal that would have saved us a point, but it's not saved us. Man City 1, Preston 2, and we've got another winning streak to build. Preston starting to edge closer. So we need to get back in this now. Halfway through the epic comeback, and an ad came up reminding me how grey my hair was. Both missed a lot of chances this game. Is there anyone else getting ads? Steve, when you get the ad, what can you do? Can you skip it? Does it come up in front of the entire thing? I need to have a look at that. I wonder if I've set something up wrong. I know ads were on, but I thought they were like top ads. Is this 9900 or 001? These in terms of the game, it's Champman free, Stuart. Just classics Champman. Right, Berlusconi's out here telling Zaccaroni his job's safe. There's no way Lauren would play for us, is there? Let's get him on the shortlist for next year. They won't stop going on about Schürrle. Bolander sounds like a superhero. There is Dine. You can skip after the seconds. I hope you're getting a few pence from this. I will have to check this because, like I say, I don't particularly make much from videos. It's not necessarily why I do them. So I don't want them to be like ruining people's enjoyment who've managed to find time to squeeze this into their day. I've pulled the wrong disc out of my pile of games. Right, forwards. Clint, Jamie, Stewart. Right, Stewart's going to drop out for the time being. Want a striker on the bench. Let's get Paul. I'm going to leave Birkin because he's on good form. I want to get Shaw on for it. This is harsh on Williams. Is this? Yeah, this is the semi-final, isn't it? So, let's get Larry on. Tell you what, I'm going to change the front two, actually. Let's get Gota. Let's get Derek. Should still have enough there to win this. We are going to rest Solved. Let's get him there. Let's get Palmer on the bench. So should still have enough, especially with these in the league below. A lovely move by Oldham as they go 1-0 up. And Weaver was totally stranded as Paul Reed, the big goal man for Division 3's Oldham, has given them a shock lead here at Main Road. Let's see, can we get a opening goal from Clint Marcel to get us back in this and get us into the North final. Derek Lilly's finally scored first ever goal here at Main Road in the Cup. Dry 10 degrees, February the 15th. A date that he'll probably get tattooed on his arm, no doubt. Oh, sure. Despite being a defensive midfielder, he's doing a lot of work, isn't he? Old Shorey. I feel like we didn't win last time because I didn't mention the Main Road bus. So there, I've mentioned it there. Right, Clint Marcel's getting players booked. Let's go, Lilly. Let's go indeed. Good, a hat trick, and he's got a chance of being the backup striker on the bench. A bit disappointed that Bull and Booth haven't formed the type of partnership I was hoping. Steve Bull, at least, was a kind of... he was another kind of, I wouldn't say stopgap. Oh, they look certain to score there. Reed again. We've needed Weaver. Yeah, but he was just someone to push on the squad straight away. And there is Berg. This guy is lethal. He was not really playing before we came in. He's now got his 6th goal of the season. He got the hat-trick in the previous round. And even though he's playing on the left, he's out here scoring. Shaw strikes the free kick. What is Shaw's? Set pieces 13. I'm like, did we check that before? I think we did. Corner kick. Gota's now taking the corner. You're missing a striker who scores 20 to 25 goals a season, become a truly top tier. So, yeah. My problem is, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I didn't want to do too much this year with the hope that we potentially had enough to get going. To potentially even get up. And if not, we'll be going all out next year. As long as they don't get fired. Right, we're currently going to be progressing, though. Just wide by Burke. Are we going to get Paul Williams or Steve Palmer on? I think we're going to leave Clint on. I'd like him to get 90. Might take Burke off because he's become so instrumental to the system. So let's get Palmer on for Burke, who is captain. Let's get Paul on for Harbour, because he's played a lot. I think he's played every minute since I've come in. Oh, that's just spotted. It's Ludic McCloskey in goal for them. Derek Lilly. He's one goal away from his target of guaranteeing himself the spot on the bench for the next game. Which might seem harsh for getting a hat-trick, but it is what it is. Right, there we go. Pretty much through. Pleased with that. Clint Marcel. Goal in injury time. Doesn't look like it. Weaver's done... How many shots do they have there? They've had 3 shots. He has rebounded to a 6 at least. So we will be playing Blackpool then. 5th in Division 2 in the final. Who's on the other side? You've got Brentford. You've got Brighton, who are in our division. Oh, Brighton are out. You've got Cardiff. Cardiff were up there, weren't you? Right, this is big for us. We could do with Luton doing something here. Who's your best player that you found me? Flogel. He's leaving, though, look. McCloskey only plays well when the match is on TV. It is him jumping up in celebration in the Charlton photo that always comes up, isn't it? Or was that the other guy with a similarish name? Right, we've got just under an hour left. Let's see how far we can get. Right, we knew... oh, it's double-legged, that. Who's Tony Richards? I think we've moved on from that. Right, Woney's back. It's not going to have a place in the minute. Right, we've got Mansfield. Any work to do here? Derek Lilly's on 95, but he's going to be coming out. We're going to go back to the preferred front two. So we're going to go Booth, Ball, Lilly on the bench. Marcel for the Eagle. Marcel to the bench. Shaw is suspended, so Williams will come back. Wright will come back in for Larry. So we've got Clint, Larry, Derek. That's quite a balanced bench, that. Oh, Sasa Ilic. Yeah, of course it was. We didn't make any other changes, did we, at the back? No. Right. My worry is, right, let me just check. We've got a backup goalkeeper. What we got? We've got Mike Brown. He's not great. He's not great. Oh, my God. Why have we got so many rubbish makeshift goalkeepers? My worry is, I was just about to say was, if there's any problems with Weaver, we're in trouble, aren't we? This guy would probably be the backup goalkeeper, but I would like to move all of these out. I feel like we could probably just find a goalkeeper on the free list if needed. What do we have here? And have I put this on the right thing? I did put goalkeepers there. I've missed goal. I was like, why is there loads of guys there with like handling of basically nothing? It was one, wasn't it? So maybe I was a bit presumptuous with my we'll just grab someone off of here because there's no one particularly there. Oh, Steve's there. Steve could be our backup goalkeeper if needed, even with his agility of 1. Right, here we are. Field Mill, Mansfield. Cheap keeper from Sweden, except there we go, of course. West Ham fans I knew said McCloskey only played well when the cameras turned up. You get some players like that, don't you? Williams back in the team. Again, we're getting so much work, so much attacking work from those defensive midfielders. They must be like primed right on the edge of the box. So as shots are coming out, switching them in. I'm going to go back to concentrate. Where's Jimmy Milo when you need him? Yeah, I wonder where he'll be on this one. He might not be on it because he was like 17 when the other one started. Solveld's not scored for 2 games, so I'm a bit worried about that. He'll be back to being called Trond at this rate. Mansfield were down there, weren't they? They were 21st, so... And they might not be 21st. Oh, thank God for that. I was going to say, they might not be 21st if this keeps up. It was Lee Peacock strutting his stuff there up top. There was Burke, nearly got another goal. I will always remember that game, West Ham vs Man United 95, when he was unplayable. Was that the final game of the season? I feel like Andy Cole should have scored about 6 goals that day if it was. Right, Bull's not cutting it. Derek's going to come on. So, Derek, he earned that with his performance, getting us to the Autoglass Northern Final, whatever it was. Free kick to Mansfield. Whoa, Williams, cool it, dude. So that's going to be him suspended as well. Oh, Geary moves on goal. Since he's had his player of the season, Geary, he's really dropped off. Solveig swings that one over. We're going to have to make a change here. I'm going to take him off. It might seem harsh, but we've got Clint there. We've got competition for that space. McGovern's had a go from the free kick. There's 6,000 here. We need to find a winner, really, to have any chances of the automatics. We still need to get back in the playoffs proper. We've kind of cooled our form a little bit. Handball. Williams stuck his hand out. We're kind of... I don't want to use the word holding on, but this is not going well. Oh, Booth with the header. I'm like, surely he's not going to win it for us late. I'm going to push. Tell you what, let's do that. So Clint's gone left. Burke's gone behind the front too. Right, so it is a point. I'm pretty sure Eriksson had a spell at City under Sven. He did, yes. I was watching the Blackburn game nervously that day. Did Blackburn lose to Liverpool? Am I remembering that right? Right, we're right on the cusp. We've got a game in hand on a few of those teams. So we really, really need to win that. We've got Stoke coming up. Stoke a second. Maybe this will get us motivated again and going. Come on, Man City. Let's get back in this. They're like, great motivational speech, Gaffer. Be like, lads, remember when we were winning games? I'd like us to do that again. Right, what have we got here? Stoke have got Oxford. Cardiff are playing as well. Atkins, Big Ron's been sacked. I saw the famous clip at the weekend where he gets annoyed with Richard Keys and he storms off. He does make a great point before he storms off, if you remember it. He was like, who was man of the match after they were saying that his team had struggled and it was the other team's keeper. And he was like, there you go then. And he flings his headphones and they hit Jeff Shreves. Right, let's get Larkin out. Bolton are just like, I feel like they're home for all my players I don't particularly want. Right. Oh no, we're missing a key defender there. Right, let's get on. Let's have a look at Paul Powell first. Nicky Mullen's not signed. Amongst everyone else doing work, he's just sat there. I want to have a look at some goalkeepers, please, lads. Click the wrong button there. Release fee's too high for me, that. Got anyone here? Again, there's a lot of... What's David? Handling, agility... No. Gotta be a goalkeeper on here, right? We got the brilliantly named Dick last. Sorry, that is so childish of me. I was going to say I think a young Jamie Redknapp smashed in a free kick at Newcastle by the end of the stream. It's on. We've got Charlie. We've had Charlie before, haven't we? Reflexes 10, handling 11. Did we have Charlie or did we never get him? What have we got here? We can't get any more loans, can we? Otherwise, I would have been like... Or can we? If we can get this lad on loan to the end of the season, I would take that. Let's see what happens here. Right, this is a massive game. Right, Bull. One league go in 4 games. This is it for him. Dickov's coming back onto the bench. I'm going to bring Lily in on that left side. I'm not happy with the performances that we are getting. We need to win this, guys. When we last win, so what did we do? Discounting that, so right, it's only been 2 league games. It feels worse than that because we're so desperate to get caught back up. They've got Graham Kavanagh, they've got Dean Crow, Carl Muggleton. Dean Crow scored. I'm like, it's just dawned on me. I think I've left an injured player in because I didn't check my thing. He'd already left... where's Mark Tyler at? It might be a long shot, but Sanchez, Bronto from Livingston. He'd already left Peterborough. I heard that they had Ron Atkinson play one of the first Championship managers, and he was sacked after playing 1 year. Brutal. Oh, no, he's fine. We're okay there. That's interesting. Did they get him in as a kind of consultant to see how he was doing? Do you know, Kiwi? Big run. Right, Weaver's needed to save us again there. And it's all going a bit too wrong for me. Oh, Derek Lilly had the chance there and he smashed it into the crossbar. We need to weather this storm. I'm like, do we go free up top while we're struggling to score? Bit of 4-3-3. Oh, Stoker doing the old 3-5-2, which causes us problems historically here on the channel. George has just cannoned one wide from a header. I'm thinking we're going to put Steve Bull through the middle. I'm thinking we've got a mad formation change coming up here at half-time. So him through the middle, 2 players either side of him. Need to get to half-time, though. Right, here we go. Right. So bring Paul on. Derek is struggling. I'm thinking that's what we're going to do. Williams is going to pull up. Solved's going to go in the front. He's going to swap with Gary. Paul Dickov's going to come on. And then he's going to swap with Bull. So Bull through the middle. Let me just check. Set pieces normal. Because he's inherited the midfielders role. Forward, forward. That should be fine, that. Right, let's see. Can this formation change to 4-3-3? 30,000 crowd here. It's no wonder we've got so much money. We'll be taking all that money away in this bus. So I've got my bus mention in. We need a goal. We need a goal, Man City. We were doing so well at the start of the stream. We were blasting teams, stroking people aside. The Screaming Eagle, Flying Eagle nickname was in full effect. Steve Bull. All he needed was someone feeding him the ball. And we're back in this. We finally scored. We've had a couple more chances. Header from Derek Lilly. Come on, this is your chance. This is your chance to establish yourself in a front three. If we win this, I'm going to make a true 4-3-3 formation. That's going to be our backup system. Probably would have taken 1-1, especially when we went a goal down. But the problem is, it's not helping us catch up. So we need to... We're back down to 9th, see? That's the opposite of catching up. That's drifting away. We need to start winning here and close this gap. Big John Harley. Right, what have we got next? Got Lincoln away. 20th. So this is saved. Yep, 4-4-2. Set to default. 4-3-3. Let's go short. And I'm really into the offside trap in a minute, so let's do that. So if we need to, we've got that system. 4-3-3. Oh, dime. Benito Carboni. Could the Mercurial Italian be what we need to see us into the playoffs here? I'm reaching the stage where I'm going to be like, well, the reason why we've not made the playoffs is it's not my team. And they'll be like, didn't you sign like 6 guys? I'm like, yeah, but it's still not my team. I didn't sign a goalkeeper. Martin O'Neill. So Leicester now after a manager. Middlesbrough have appointed Bruce Rioch. Norwich now after a manager. And who have we got here? Kenneth Jorgens. Well, no. I know you're saying future, but we're not about the future at the minute. We're about the present. Let's get going with this current moment. Blackpool dominating that. Right, let's have a check. So is Shaw back? No, Shaw's still suspended, but Williams is now suspended. Think I'm just going to push midfielder up. So we're going to go Geary in midfield. I'm going to go Clint on the right. Palmerton. Let's get Russell on the bench. Russell can play a number of different roles. Let's get Dickoff in. I'm desperate, and I've got a little slider now, and that annoys me. Is there anyone I can fire off into the reserves? Let's get Woodcock down in play, and there we go. Now I don't have to slide down neither. I'm like, do we get Stuart Pearce back? Is that linked to our dismal run? Look at this stadium. It's Sinsel-Bank. One tiny stand. You've got one tiny stand. Can't wait for us to lose now. Oh no! This is why I shouldn't sing. Is that Darius Vassell? Why do they have Darius Vassell on loan? Feels like something someone should have told me. Got Sean Derry as well. They've just got old boys. Right. Could be a quick return to the 4-3-3 here. Well, how many goals has he scored? It was his first, wasn't it? He said that. I remember now. Right, Geary's been carded. Should have signed that contract. Right, Wright's pushed for sale. He's now been carded. This man's going on my list. Oh, Sean Derry's just hit a shot that is cannoned into Darius Vassell and then dropped into his path. He had the chance of putting us 2-0 down. Block tackle. This is not working. Have we signed Derek Nevland yet? No, not yet. Right, we're going straight to the 4-3-3 because this is horrible. For the time being, I'm just going to drop Clint there. So I don't want to make. Tell you what, that's terrible. Let's get Clint outright. Ball through the middle. See if we can pass our way to some success. And I don't want Steve Bull passing. I want him shooting. It is falling apart is what is happening. Hargreaves has now scored. Chris Hargreaves, this guy, shooting of 17, finishing of 17, whatever the actual term is. We've had 2 shots, 0 on target. Another manager. Is the Hargreaves there listed? Owen, no, it's Chris. Another manager that's succumbed to the poisoned Man City Cup. Oh, that could have been it. We've got a goal before half time. Nicky Weaver's needed to turn one over. Right, come on, lads. Let's push those 2 around. Going to take Matteo off because he's having a stinker. 5 and a yellow card. We're being absolutely dominated, though. That's the problem. What were Lincoln doing? They're on long ball. Right, let's get Shaw off. Starting to put less emphasis on attack. Not surprised. Already 2-0 up. This is a huge 3 points for them. It's going to drag them like 2 places up away from relegation. Terrible result for us. We're going to be slipping back down to 10th at this rate by the end of the stream. We've got 30 minutes to go, though, to turn this around. Straight at the top corner. Nicky Weaver's needed that. Whilst it's 2-0, we've got a chance of a point. We're going to get Derek Lilly on here. Steve Ball's having a terrible game again. Let's go long. Let's fight long ball with long ball. See if this... can get us back into it. Right, referee's getting a card out for their guy. Fleming must now be careful. Man City hit the free kick. It's hit Hargreaves. We are doing a little bit better, but we're not getting any shots or any sustained pressure. We are dominating the last 5 track, though. Oh, Ball's effort is way off target. Come on, lad. What a disappointing signing you have been. It's no wonder Wolves were being relegated. Oh, right, there we go, a chance. Man City have clawed 1 back. Can we grab an equaliser? Absolutely nothing has happened since we've scored that. They've obviously gone full defensive. And then they've scored. That's it. Over. Chris Hargreaves is there. That must clinch it for Lincoln. Man City kick off. Dickoff has been a disappointment. Easy chance for Derek Leg. Come on, lads. That is even more frustrating than if you just not scored. The fact that we nearly did it, but we conceded that stupid goal that stopped us from getting a point. There is nothing more frustrating than playing a manager game when going for a rough patch. Exactly. Especially as if you were playing this just for yourself, just for fun, you wouldn't stop, would you? Or you tried not to. You're going to be less pleased when you start to realise. Let's get rid of Kevin Austin. But yeah, we're potentially going to have to wait until Wednesday stream if we can't turn this around. Always oddly enjoyed the name Grasshopper as well. Right, so we've got Hartlepool. Let's see if we can sort this out, lads. Who wants Paul Dickoff? Aston Villa. Well, it's like, you can have him. He's not doing it for me. He is going to go. Bull is being dropped, though. We're going to go. Andy Booth is still out. We're going to go Lily, Dickoff, Bull, a little spot on the bench. Sure. What did this guy do? I feel like he's been out for absolute ages. We're going to get Gary Bolin back in. Yeah, Marcel's going to get dropped. We'll go. I tell you what, let's get Payday Wone back. Let's get Williams defensive midfield. Geary to the right. Solved. Clint's got no spot on the bench. Let's get. Are we going to get Russell back? Yeah, let's get Marcel in for Russell. There we go. So Burke's a bit unlucky to miss out, but we're absolutely desperate for points here. 4-3-3. Come on, Man City. We've got to have this. Got to have this. Solved straight away into the action with a yellow card. He's now being needled by one of their guys who's fouled him again, trying to cause him to overreact. And Mateo has scored. If you're looking for a second choice goalkeeper, try Nedavovich, an amazing goal. He might just agree to join your team. Where is he? Where's he going to be based then? We'll go have a check of him. Let me get the keyboard on my lap ready. We've got Paul Cook there. The problem we had is we were doing so well defensively. Peter Beardsley. I will always click on Peter when I see him. Let's have a look at Jason on loan from Fulham. He could be a good signing for us for in the future. Yeah. Jim Rodwell. They're not a terrible team, Hartlepool. You can see why they're doing well. Oh, Dickoff over the bar. If we get Dickoff out to Aston Villa for like close to $1 million, we will then look for another striker. Oh, big Eagles hit the post. Could he finally be back? We've got Scott Partridge I've just spotted as well. Is that? Oh, no, it's not the Liverpool one. A good killer striker could be what pushes us over the edge. Wone with the free kick. So we are now into March. There will be the transfer deadline coming soonish, won't there? Much better performance here at Victoria Park. Solved with the drive. There we go. That is his 9th league goal. So he's still perfect. 9 from 9. Just joined the stream. Shocked Masio hasn't moved clubs again. How dare you? I'm not some mercenary journeyman. Oh, Beardsley struck the upright. Weaver didn't see it. He was taken back. 59 caps, 9 goals. I was like, what was Beardsley's international record, do we think? This is better. This is better. Right, we're going to get Clint on for Derek. No Steve for the time being. Got to see how Paul can do. Wone fires in the free kick. We get a third. I'm willing to declare us back. Problem is no striker has scored again, though. If they get a goal, I will start to get nervous. Good result at Victoria Park on Saturday. Oh, Clint Marcel tries his luck. Misses the target. Right, Derek is going to come off. Let's get Steve on. Let's see if Steve can redeem himself. Steve and Paul Dickov. It feels like even with Ball being older, it feels like a front line that should be absolutely ripping this league apart. Steve Bull has got, what, 2 league goals? Paul Dickov has not scored for me as manager. Hang on, let's check their strength. Dickov's strength 11. Steve Bull's strength of 18. I'll tell you what, we're going to put Bull on hold-up Bull for these last... 28, whatever it is. 22. Oh, Williams, part of the game is over. Right, Larry. What we're going to do here, tell you what, I think we're going to put Larry on in midfield for Williams, obviously, for the injured man. Where is Williams? There he is. And are we going to swap him with Dominic? No, tell you what we're going to do. Let's just drop him into the back. I tell you what, let's put a sweeper in. Bit continental, this. Let's just try and end this losing streak, or this winless run. Grab the points. Get back on our bus. Get back to Main Road. We've had to fight for this one, despite the 2-0 win. Brightwell's on. Is that Ian? Stewart. They've given a good account of themselves here, Hartlepool. They've showed why they are in the race with us for the dotted line places. Ian Wone potentially made a big difference for us here then. Come in straight away, back to having a clean sheet, it seems. Let's see if he's grabbed any assists. He did. Can this Georgian lad? Potentially. He's also a sweeper. We could play double sweepers. We'll take the league by surprise. Right, they've dropped all the way down to out of mid-table. Right, we're still in this. We need to get another little spell going, though, to get caught up on Macclesfield and Blackpool. Hopefully we've got Shaw back. Taking what he learned in Italy there with a sweeper. I know. I don't think I've ever played a sweeper on Championship Manager. It just felt needed. Just felt needed. Right, we're looking for a goalkeeper. Where's he gone? Near. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like he's here unless I've spelt that wrong. Let's try Davidich. Why are you not working, keyboard? No, so it doesn't look like near exists, sadly. Right, Andy Booth is back in training. Right, we're going to come on here. I'm going to fire this on like this. Just, I'm not going to go for anyone, but I'm just having a think. But if we do move out Dickoff, what are we going to do? It's not the row. Let's have a look on my shortlist as well. How's there? He's not really playing, is he? Could do with Flood back. Last time I saw a sweeper system was on the ICL N64. I played. I think, and here's a story. Here's a story that I think will tell you a lot about this. I played as sweeper in one game for my school. The very first game of year 7. We were playing against another school that had an incredibly fast striker, and they put me as sweeper with the idea being that I would keep up with him. And the guy had a hat-trick after about 25 minutes, and it took me about 3 years to get back in the team. And I think that's why I never play sweeper on anything, because of that real trauma. Chelsea have offered a contract to John Miles. Did we not try John on loan? We must have. Let's try and get a little loan in for him before he accepts that and he gets blocked. I mean, Steve isn't really playing, is he? He's not a terrible player, but his passing's not good. Flair, determination, bravery, aggression. I'm not selling this guy unless you give me more than that. I want next sale of 25 and I want 275. Right, Williams injured. Is Shaw back? Shaw is back. And that might be it. What about Boofy? We were tearing teams. These guys were tearing teams apart before I got here. And now they've just completely fallen off. Let's try Booth and Dickoff again. Let's give them a chance. So we are away first leg. Not checked what Blackpool were doing, or what happened last time we played them. Short. They've got Linvoy. They've got Dominic Studley on loan from Man United. He's someone that I want for next year. He could be a left-sided Aureliano. Got Di Thomas. Sometimes he can be quite good. Nope, not great. Let's have a look at Noble before we go. No. Right. Let's back to the game. No wheeling and dealing. Just trying to get through to a final. On the topic of ISS. Oh, Blackpool. Don't be scoring when I'm reaching for stuff. It's got a box protector on. A new pickup from yesterday. ISS Deluxe. A little treat to myself. Free kick is awarded. Right, we'll take it. There's header from Tij. Now, it's double legs this. So the key, not to panic. Booth with the header, well held by Les Fridge. What a brilliant name. They definitely called him Fridgy. Or Chill. Come on, Dickoff. Desperately need you to get me a goal, dude. Is he still wanted? Look, no wonder Villa don't want him. He's not really fantastic, is he? But then you should think at this level. I'm thinking what we might do after this is we might have a look in the league below and see who the top scorer is. I do feel like we need a striker. It was always the Germans, no surprises there, playing the sweeper. They did have some fabulous guys that could do that, though, didn't they? Like Lothar Matthäus, Sammer could do it. Right, Paul's going to have to come off. Paul, I'm really disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I'm going to put Andy on hold-up Bull. I know Bully is the stronger player, but I want Bull moving. I want Andy heading and knocking down. I'm basically trying to go Steve Bull and Andy Much, but one of them's Andy Booth this time. Blackpool are really troubling us. Are they on long ball? They're not on long ball, but they are on counter-attack. As unambitious as it is, I would probably take this 1-0 defeat here just to get back to Main Road, still in the tie. I feel like with the form we're on at the minute, 2-0, is too much to do. In my opinion, you're giving too many chances to Dickov and too few to Gota. Maybe he's the solution potentially. It's just the fact that he wants to leave has kind of made me shun him a little bit. So I think maybe we'll definitely need to get him back in. Oh, header from Booth. Header from Bull. Fridge can't hold it. It's then dropped down to Booth, who's not scored. Booth's completely misjudged that. Right, I threatened this before. I'm going double attacking midfielders. I'm going to leave Solved there, push Clint on. See if we can catch them with something weird, especially whilst they're sat on counter-attack. Oh, come on. You stupid, spiteful game. Oh, right. Oh, look what I've got left. The defender. Oh. Save me, Imwone. Are we going to book Shaw? What a change of system that has been. That was a terrible 2 minutes to be a Masio-Ball fan. Or like you enjoyed the misery. Like, I'm happy if you did. I felt like we were just going to grow back into the game there. Catch them with something unconventional. Is this my boy, Andy Tom? This is maybe what we need. Just as many ex-Wolves League 2 winners as possible. Drifts in the corner. I did say I would take 1-0. I would take it even more now with what we're having to do. Is this I thought that was a penalty there. Trying to run down the clock. So we're going into the next leg. A goal down. Cardiff 2-0 up on Brentford. Clint Marcel's out. Oh, my God. Right, transfer list time. It's just too expensive. I would love Carboni. Is he too maverick though? It's not really what you need for like a blood and thunder scrap for this division, is he? Chris Kawamya's at Villa. Now, he fits our system fairly well, I would say. He's on far too much money, though. Now, Quinn. Emotional return, potentially. Transfer listed by request. Strength of 14. That's ridiculous. Right, we're going to try Gota. I'm going to go with the suggestions. We might have Miles coming in. There we go. So Miles is in. So we might go Miles and Gota next game. You're a joke, Norwich. Right. Let's have a look at scenario. I don't think we've ever had a Togan. A sweeper. He's like, hey, I've got an idea. Over there at Moss. Right, we've got 10 minutes. We've got to get a win. Got to get a win in these 10 minutes. Right, Chesterfield. Strikers out. So let's clear the bench. So we're going to go Gota, Miles, new look, front two. I'm going to keep Bull on the bench. We're going to keep Burke back on the bench. And I'm going to go Pierce. Clint Marcel out. Got Palmer. I'm like, do I need to try him a bit more? No. I'm going to tell you what, I'm going to get Burke back. Geary out. Geary's lost it. He's lost my faith. Right, way at Chesterfield. It's the old Salter Gate, this. Look at that. What a ground. I've been to, I can't recall what Chesterfield's new ground is. But I've been to the new one. They never made Salter Gate. I'm not even sure where this is. It looks like it's potentially right on the edge of the town centre from the looks of the terraces. I wonder if there's like a shopping district or anything there now. Right, 16 degrees. Come on, Man City. This should be it. This is peak Masio-Ball weather. We've started poorly away here at Chesterfield. We desperately need a win to get back in this hunt for the red line. Otherwise, we're going to look like falling out of this playoff race, just like seemed to happen to them last year. And then this time next year, it might be another manager in and us fired somewhere else. Back at Hereford, back in the conference. Take Serie C. I'll brawl my way up from there. Let's see what John Miles can do for us. 18. We're hoping for an 18-year-old Liverpool wonder kid to save us. Right, someone has been carded. It is Tony Vaughan. We do have Piercy on the bench. Maybe we'll get his. Maybe we need his veteran leadership. Is that John Spencer? It is John Spencer. John Spencer, 130k from Motherwell. He's come down. That's his 8th league goal of the season. And it's Chesterfield 1, Man City 0. What is happening? Why is it all falling apart? We'll be on our 15 by Wednesday. John Spencer absolutely ripping us a new one here. Man City kick off. We're getting absolutely taken apart in the wet here at Salter Gate. It's salting away. Where are Chesterfield? Oh, we're mired in, like, mediocrity. Oh, Matteo with a crashing drive. That's another terrible, absolute terrible performance. Solved. Right, Solved and Wone need to switch around. Wone. Solved. I'm going to go direct. Done messing around with the ball. Shaw can stay there. Go to Burke. Miles. Ball through the middle for Burke. Wone is playing a 5 this time around. One of my defenders was playing a 5. We've had basically no shots on target. And the Man City fans would be wondering where it's all gone wrong after that good start. That great start that we had. We were brushing teams aside. We looked like we were going to get back in the automatics hunt. And now we're out here struggling for goals. Talking about, is Benito Carboni going to save us? Ball goes to bury it in the top corner and he misses by miles. It's ended up on the site where the new Tesco is. Largest supermarket in Europe, apparently. absolutely dwarfs Chesterfield's new ground. Oh, Goat applies the finish. We give you a chance, Goat. And you let us down. We've got 20 minutes. We need a goal in the next 10 if we've got any chance of saving a point. Miles fires hard and low. He was closed down. Miles has kind of done okay, at least on his debut. We're gonna have to change something. We're gonna have to change something. The recent form has been appalling. We'll have a check after this. I'm thinking we're going to go wide players, though, and try and rain balls in. The game had enough of me being pretty successful with my 4-1-2-1-2 direct system, regardless of league. Right, we're back in 9th. Let's have a look at current form. Is it results? Nope. Where have I lost? It's team stats. Yeah, we are way down here. Look, way down in 17th now. 16th now. Right, if we got Blackpool next, we're going right. Final chance for this system versus Blackpool. Walsall's going to be the final game of the stream. Then I'm going to have to sort lunch for my child. She will be getting grapes. There'll be no grapes for me, though, unless we end this winning streak. You don't deserve grapes playing like this. I'm like, do we try one up top and flood the midfield and try and get players forward from there? Or are we going back three? What have we got? 5-3-2 attacking. I'm thinking we're going to give this a try. Let's give this a clear. Let's try and catch Blackpool with something surprising. Right. Do we have a left-sided foot? Yeah, left foot. All right, we've got... And then Williams is going to go in there. The big man's going to go to the right. We're going to go Bolan. This guy I want to now transfer list. Now that I've seen that he's been there basically the entire time. Are we going to get Shaw in it? His crossing's not great. Everything else about him is pure right-sided legend, though. We're a bit light on true midfielders, though, so I think I'm going to reverse that. I'm going to go right. We're then going to go Shaw, Geary, midfield, the Screaming Eagle, and he's going to be behind. I'm going to go Goater and Bull. This is your final chance, lads, as a front two. Massive game, this. Blackpool, 4-4-2, 1-0 up. Need this for a final. Less interested in getting to the final than I am sorting the form out and getting back in with a chance in the league. So we've got the back three because we're just shipping far too many goals, but we're not scoring enough at the minute. So we're trying to push the wing backs and everyone else on. Who is Patrick Connolly and why is he scoring past my back three? Goater, man, come on. Steve Ball heads one and goes. There's Friggy again. If we have 2 games of not being able to beat him, Williams has scored finally. Williams is pushed on from that back three when we've got the ball. So he's the kind of makeshift defensive midfielder. Oh, Solved strikes it with fury. Can we get him going again on one of those incredible goal streaks that we had from him? So I don't know if I don't know the away goal ruling at all here. Don't know if there's rules, is there? Not that I can see. Just wide from Eaton. So we don't need to worry about where it goes at the minute. We need a second goal. We need to make sure we stop letting people score past us. Wright tries to beat Thompson. Corner kick. Goater's there. Header from Geary. Man City 2. Blackpool 1. Geary is the scorer. Are we finally going to turn a corner? Get a little bit of form to the end the episode. Jamie Shaw's not doing great. Everything else is kind of okay, though. Goater and Bull doing some stuff up top. Just need one of them to score now. Goater with a drive. That's gone horribly wide. He was crowded out. But this feels better. I feel like if we get to the final, if we can get to the final, a trophy would potentially save our job if we don't get in the playoffs. Then we can look for a full rebuild for next year. Matteo with a drive. Fridge with a save. What is Fridge on? Fridge is playing a 7. I'm thinking Miles is going to come on for whichever striker is on the lowest rating when we go in at 70th minute or 72nd. We're going to give the experienced lads a bit more. Oh, Williams. I was just about to bring a striker on. I'm still going to do it. Let's get Miles on for Bull. So we've dropped that sister. Oh, and we're going to be out. Unbelievable. Let's just push those wing backs on for the last 20 minutes. John Miles has a dip. Well held. Let's push them up from there. Williams, mate, you've absolutely cost us there. Solve advising hard and low. Denied a great goal. Probably too little. They've only had 2 shots on target. That is what's frustrating. Final whistle. We're out. No final for Man City. Paul Williams is banned again. Should have sold him when I got that chance. Ah, that's unbelievable. We're now being trolled with having our games cancelled because they've got a final to play. Right, Walsall. You can't make it up. We've never won versus them. We're going into the final game. Thank you very much, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. If you are new, if you're somebody who's never found us before, I hope you've enjoyed it. There will be an episode of a different playthrough, Championship Manager 99, up at 5 p.m. this season. It's the start of Season 10. There's so much Championship Manager content around on the channel. So feel free to go and check any of that out. I tried to respond to basically every comment that needs a response. I know some of it isn't necessarily people doing that. Bolo. Transfer listed. Are we going somewhere? Right, I need to... That's Alex Ray's here, though. I was like, I need to cool it. We're trying to sign people. But then I saw Alex Ray. I think I'm going to stay with what we've got. I'm going to try and force myself to fix this after I check strikers. Can I get banned wanting Walsall to win? Absolutely not. I'm all for people rooting for their teams. Lee Jones is a decent talent, isn't he? Can't believe he's not playing. They are in the top league, aren't they? So maybe that's why. I did say I was going to do this and I never did it. Let's go England, 3rd division, player stats. So it's Tom Young's on loan, top player. Let's have a look at goals. Also Tom Williams. And then Luke, he got a few of them against us, didn't he? Big Titus. Right, let's park that idea. There is Stafford Brown, though. Our signing for Hereford. 17 goals. Right, Ball's coming out. Booth's going in. He's not even coming onto the bench, Steve. I'm so disappointed with Steve Ball. So disappointed. I'm going to leave Williams in because he owes me. Where will Walsall? Right. This is a must win. Not only is it a game in hand, if we don't win this, these guys are going to jump ahead of us. Huge gain. Otherwise, it's going to be me on that bus moving. We've got Isaac Nakubu. How have they got him? Stupid Walsall. Still at the start, at the absolute start of this stream, I was like, "This is going to be such a fun. This is going to be such a fun stream. We might not even lose the whole stream." Out the cup, we're flailing in the league. We're on terror. We're on like 17th, 18th ranked form. Akubu's had a shot from a high angle. It's bounced back to Lee Hines, and Lee Hines has scored on his debut because of course he has. Of course he scored on his debut. Why would you not be scoring on your debut? We can't get a striker to score for any amount of money and wage money. Doesn't matter who we play up top, they just don't score. Even Eggles being had his wings clipped by the rest of our team, by the mediocrity of the rest of us. Have they got Mark Poom in goal? Why? How have they got Mark Poom? This is a crazy Walsall team. Paolo Wongchop might save me. Hereford fans will be loving this. We started the stream by stealing all of their backroom staff and scouts. They look like they were surging. What are we doing so wrong? I know midfield isn't great, but the rest of our team should be on it. Oh, he's just been brought down. Weaver has been sent off. We don't have a goalkeeper on the bench. So we are going to be finishing the stream with Sean Gota in goal. Handling 1. Reflexes 1. Agility 16. Is that why they've put him in? Does anyone have reflexes more than 1? I hate you. I hate you, Championship Manager. Right, we're about to go 2-1 down. Steve Holmes scores past the goat. Can't score a goal. Can't save a penalty. We've got a real discipline problem this episode. And let's just get this finished. Let's get this finished and out of the way. Awful. They've just gone round Sean Gota. (5-0). We don't like, with Weaver being banned as well. With Weaver being banned, we don't have another goalkeeper because we didn't end up buying one. I can't even get my mouse to work now. Michael Ricketts not scored. I'm impressed that we've kept this at 5 after going down. They got Hayden Mullins. They've basically got the Masio Dream Team. That was horrible. That was so horrible. Right, we're all the way back in 11th. So we've gone on an extra 10 minutes. As much as I hate leaving the stream on a 5-0 defeat, that is going to have to be it for today, I'm afraid, guys. So we're going to have to get a goalkeeper. Oh, my God. It's going to be this guy. Agility of 1. Yeah, it's probably going to be Brown. This is not going to go well. This is not going to go well. All sorts. All sorts there. Right, we've got Macclesfield coming up next to a 5th. Got to get back in this. We beat Macclesfield on this stream. I'm gonna have to think about this between now and Wednesday. What a horrible end. What an absolute horrible end. Thank you very much, guys, though. I hope you've enjoyed that. If you have enjoyed it enough to give it a like, I would be very grateful. No pressure if not. You do what you want with your likes, though. That is your prerogative. If you are, like I said, 5 p.m. this evening for the Crystal Palace playthrough Season 10, we will be back Wednesday with a Man City save. 10:15. Hopefully it's not like Perugia where I come on and immediately get sacked before you even play a game. Otherwise we'll be on Club 5 and then there will be another video out Wednesday. If you've not checked Fridays out yet, feel free to give that a go. It's only short, where we were playing Hat-Trick Hero, aka Football Champ, on the Evercade / the arcade. So thanks very much, guys. Have a great day. I'm not going to have a good day. I'm going to just be sat around in a horrible mood now because of that. But you can feel free to enjoy that. If you're here for the